Imagine this, you have the power to instantly learn any skill you can think of. Want to master the piano in an hour? Done. Need to speak fluent Mandarin? Easy. Want to be the next Einstein in the realm of physics? Say no more. It's a superpower that sounds almost too good to be true. But here's the catch. Every time you gain a new skill, you lose a memory. Not a new one, not a random one, but a memory that's meaningful to you. One you'll never get back. So, the question becomes, how much would you be willing to trade for this kind of ability? First, it seems like a no-brainer. You could take the world by storm. Imagine what you could accomplish. You'd be able to play instruments, write novels, run marathons, design skyscrapers, cook like a Michelin star chef. Instantly. Think of all the incredible things you could do, all the knowledge you could accumulate. You'd be the ultimate jack of all trades, capable of excelling in just about any field. But wait a second, let's really think about the cost here. Every time you gain a skill, you lose something precious. Maybe the first time it's something small, a memory of a dream you had, or that time you burned toast in your first apartment. No big deal. You might shrug it off. But then it starts to get personal. What happens when you forget your best friend's birthday? Or the first time you rode a bike without training wheels? What about that first kiss or the memory of a loved one who's passed away? Those moments matter. The deeper you go, the more significant the memories you lose become. And with every skill you gain, you're giving up a piece of your history, your identity. You might think, oh, I'll just learn how to speak Spanish. But after that, you'll never remember that time you went on that road trip across the country with your best friend, singing along to songs and laughing at silly jokes. Your relationships would start to feel odd. Sure, you could learn how to be a perfect partner, the best listener, an amazing friend, but if the memories of your shared experiences are slowly slipping away, does it even matter? You'd be able to learn what makes someone happy, but you might forget how they make you feel happy. Your memories, the very fabric of who you are, would be in constant flux. Over time, the connections you form with others might feel more and more surface level. The more you forget, the less you'll have to hold on to in your relationships, your history, your sense of self. And let's not ignore the potential for regret. Every time you trade a memory for a skill, it's a decision you can't undo. Would you be okay with that? Maybe the first few times you wouldn't even notice, but eventually you'd start to feel a sense of loss creeping in. What if you forgot how to play your favorite childhood game? Or what if you forgot your childhood home? The smell of your mother's cooking or the sound of your father's laughter? You could become the world's most well-rounded person, but would you even recognize yourself anymore? Now let's dig into the ripple effects of this power on society. Imagine what would happen if everyone had access to this ability. People would probably go wild with it at first. Everyone would be a genius in every subject, and a part-time expert in all kinds of crafts and hobbies. The problem is, we'd lose the essence of what it means to grow through experience. Learning a new skill is often about more than just the ability itself. It's about the journey, the mistakes, the growth. But if you're skipping all that and paying for it with your memories, how would you understand and appreciate the skill you've gained? It would be like learning to run a marathon but forgetting every mile you've ever run. Society might also start to change. The value of memory, of history, would plummet. People might stop cherishing their pasts, knowing they could always erase it with a new skill. Would you trade your memories to be better at your job? Or to impress others with your knowledge? If you could constantly erase parts of your life to gain more abilities, would anyone's life story truly feel authentic anymore? It could also shift the way we think about personal growth. Right now, growing as a person is tied to the struggles and triumphs of living your life. But what if you could skip all of that? The hard work of learning, the pain of failure, the joy of small victories, it would all be bypassed. Skills wouldn't mean as much anymore. They'd be disposable. And what would happen to your sense of self when you become a mosaic of fragmented memories and knowledge? How do you define who you are if you can't remember all the experiences that shaped you? Would you even know what makes you, you? You'd be constantly changing but never really evolving. The real cost, in the end, might not be the memories themselves, but the person you become when those memories are gone. At the same time, though, there's a certain appeal to this power, isn't there? Some of us could use it to overcome the limitations we face. You could learn to heal the sick, build world-changing technologies, solve environmental crises, all while sacrificing the things that hold you back. Maybe the right balance could lead to a kind of greatness never seen before. But maybe, just maybe, the cost would be too high. In the end, if you could learn anything but had to lose a piece of yourself each time, would you still want the power? And if so, how much of your identity would you be willing to sacrifice for it? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Would you trade your memories for skills? Or would you rather stay imperfect but whole?